Howdy, Possum Patty here, and little TT too. And we have a Friday flip through for you. And this hashtag Flip Through Friday is hosted by Kristina down at the Shack. I will link her below. And I am going to flip through my October journal that I started in 2021 and finished this year. Come on along. So this is a journal I made last year out of a box I got down at the Costco Warehouse Club store. And like I said, I started this last year, so that was 2021. I never finished it. I moved on to gratitude and Christmas daily and all that stuff. And so I decided to use this as my October 2022 journal. So it's October 21 and October 22. It's not just Halloween. There's daily journaling, memory keeping, and just fun stuff in here. So let's get over to the table and dive into it. So again, this is just a corrugated cardboard box that I cut up, used as a cover. Cut a piece for the spine and a piece for the back. I used a piece of material to cover the spine. I sewed in 2 signatures with just some gold embroidery floss to match the gold moon and stars on there. And because this is HP for Harry Potter, there's the golden snitch. I had this material from Walmart with the Harry Potter theme. I used a piece of that soft cotton batting on the inside. And all I did was wrap the material around to the front of the cover, because this was just like a, you know how it looks with a corrugated cardboard edge, and I wanted to cover that up. I used the Harry Potter material behind the spine there, and the characters Harry, Ron, and Hermione there, and that material is folded over onto the back. And I didn't put a pocket or anything on the front and back cover. Sometimes I do, but this time I just wanted to enjoy this Marauder's map. This material looks like it's picked up a little bit there. I will put some glue on that corner. Maybe I'll do that right now. These get a lot of wear and tear while I'm making them. And then they usually sit for a while until we get them out and look at them. Usually when the family comes over, sometimes they'll want to look at the journals. So again, this has 2 signatures, and I made the papers different sizes. The first page is a very short piece, and it's covered with a doily and some of that mesh from the Dollar Tree. And this wicked, this is a wooden laser cut from the Dollar Tree with the witch's hat there, which I covered in purple, put a bug, a little piece of purple sparkly ribbon on there. And this is my sister, whoops, sorry. This is my sister here dressed as a witch one Halloween. And this is just a sticker from Halloween and some more mesh. This is the orange sparkly, and I got some material back down, just layers. Oh, and there's some of that black creepy cloth behind there too. Just a lot of layers on that first page. And this paper is the Dia de los Muertos, a Day of the Dead paper pack from Michael's. So I had skipped around when I started this. So the first page is actually from 2022. And we took Flat Stanley up to the art festival at the Roseland Cottage in Woodstock, Connecticut. Now the cottage itself was not open to the public the day we went, so we're going to go back in the spring to actually get the tour of the inside of the cottage. And this is what it looks like in the winter, and they've got the Christmas tree and that beautiful window. It's just very gothic architecture, so I can't wait to see the inside of that. So we will go up to Woodstock in the spring and check that out. And at the art festival, Stanley fell in love with Noodles the clown. There he is with her. She was so nice to pose. I've got her business card here. Magic of Nancy. And it says she has performed at the White House. I wrote on there, Stanley's in love with noodles. Made a little pocket here and have their picture. And then you can flip that open. And this is a brochure showing different homesteads in Connecticut with houses and gardens that you can visit. We've been to the Florence Griswold Museum. Some of these other ones we haven't been to yet. So I wanted to keep this, and then we'll go back to Roseland Cottage another day. And here's Stanley in the garden. I was so surprised the flowers were still blooming. And here's a beautiful picture of the house with the gardens. And then they have this little closure, and I used a balloon animal because that's what Noodles the Clown was really good at doing, those balloon animals. Keep that all closed. And the paper, I did this so that each page was just a little bit longer. I like that look. And this is from 2022. I have a napkin down here. I've got a little gnome. This was Happy Mail from Rhonda, and I took a picture of everything that she sent me. And this was her note on the back, so I can keep a memento of this. So she sent this napkin. So when somebody sends me something, I like to right away take a couple pieces and make a journal page from it. And I've started taking a picture of everything because once I open up the package, things sort of get hither and thither and yon, and I forget who gives it to me. This is a 2021 page, and this pumpkin is from an old calendar. I've got some of that sparkly ribbon on there, and a pocket made from, it's sort of like glassine, but not sure what that's made out of. And these little witch's feet are cut aparts from the Dollar Tree. And I made this never-ending journal. And this is all cut aparts from the Dollar Tree. They had a Halloween and they had a fall. So this is the Halloween pack here on the cover. And this is the haunted house. And the journal card opens like this. And again, these are all cut aparts, October 31st, from that Halloween pack at the Dollar Tree. See the witch in the pot down there. And then now you bend the card in the middle, and it opens up again. And you can see the little snake there and the eyeballs up there. And then you open it in the middle again. And I have the trick-or-treat card, and down here I have a picture of my son. I put a little witch's hat on him for fun. He's got a little Mickey Mouse shirt on. Got some candy corn and a mummy, and I have the mummy's hand reaching over there towards him. Missing his front teeth there. And then you open this again like this, and you are back to the beginning. So super, super, super fun. Look at that journaling card. And that goes in the pocket there. And I will link the playlist below. And all of the pages that I've made are in the playlist. So if you want to learn how to make this never-ending journaling card, it is in the playlist below. Okay, this page is 2022, and I did this one not so long ago. And this is, I'm using some things that people gave me and some things that I had in my stash to journal about the barred owl singing in my bedroom window, singing outside my bedroom window. The evening of September 12th, 2022. I put these cute little puffy stickers there, and I put some feathers, and I've got the pheasant paper there, and I've got the two owls there, and some fall background, some burlap twine up there. burlap twine trim. Say that 3 times fast. Burlap twine trim. This page is from 2021, and I collaged a bit of mayhem on there. I've got Day of the Dead paper. I got this old redneck with his possum for dinner, I guess. And then I've got some, this is from a book. This is from a book. And then in the pocket, Possum Patty, Nature Play and Explorations. And here's a picture of me working as an environmental educator with the kids, and we were out on a nature walk. And I don't remember what I'm pointing to. I think I'm pointing to the railroad tracks that were over on the side, because that's where the fox's den was. But I called this page How Possum Patty Got Her Name. So I was an environmental educator, and if you want to learn how I got the name Possum Patty, you can watch that video. And I've got some Day of the Dead ribbon on here, because that's what I put on the card there. Fun page, fun collage page there. And this was a 2021 page, but I redid it for 2022. I added this belly band. I had a big clip over here, but it just wasn't working well on the for me. The book was getting too fat, so I redesigned this page. And this is a picture of me, probably about 12, and my sister and my littlest sister over there. Well, there's one more after her. And here we are again. So here we're in front of my grandmother's old house. Some hollyhocks in the background there. And then this was her new old house. So this one was in New York, and this one was in Ridgefield, Connecticut. And so this page, the background is like this big haunted house here. So this is just like big mansions. So this was a nature center, Stanford Art Museum and Nature Center. This is the mansion that's there. You could go in there. It's an art museum. There's a nature center. And then I took part of this house and made a belly band. And I put it on brick because Grandma's house was brick. And her house was really big. To us, it was a mansion. It was a really old house, 3 stories high. To us, it was like a mansion. So all that goes in here, and that goes in there. Did I have it this way? Did I have it that way? I must have had it this way. And then that went in there. This is an art doll I made, inspired by Dolores at Dolores J. Rush. I can link her channel below. I hope I remember. But you take a funny picture of yourself, and I use the LOL photo booth where it distorts your face. And then I print it out, and then you make a paper doll out of, basically, this is a jelly print. This is a label from a Clementine bag. And you cut out arms from like magazines or catalogs. And then these are pictures off of my compression stocking bag. I think there's jelly plate printing in the back of here too, behind there. This was January 22. This is almost a year ago. And this is just a book page I ripped out of a book. I put it down. I love the little fish here. And I put in these sparkly bubbles. I thought it went well with Popeyes. I think this is 21. Oh, this is from Linda, right? Yes. I think this ATC is from Linda. Linda D, yes. 2021, Linda's Mixed Up Mess. She made this little ATC for me, Popeye. And she gave me this. I made a journaling card. This is my son on my friend's boat. And she gave me this. I had a lot of fun playing with what she gave me. And here's my son again, and this was at schooner camp. He went to a camp when he was a kid. It was about sailing and marine life, marine biology, and then they got to go out on the boat, and here he is. They're letting him steer the boat. And I cut out some things from the book page, and I added them on there. So I think these actually came from this Popeyes bag. These two things, the boat's going fast. I've got a piano there for some reason. So this is my Popeye set I got from Linda D. And my bag from Popeye's restaurant. I made the pocket, and I probably got this from Linda too. I know because I didn't have it. And I cut out blue sparkly bubbles to put everywhere to go with these bubbles over here. Just a fun page. And this is 2021 because I don't remember. Okay, this is Jennifer's Green Pumpkin. So something's got to come out here or open up. Oh, so this is it up here. Oh, so long ago I forgot. How quickly they forget. So this is a picture of a green pumpkin that my stepdaughter grew. This was a pumpkin I bought. I got some mums back there. This is 2021. And somebody sent me this card, Never Stop Being You. And I love it with the zebra there. So that's my journaling for that. And then I made these two pockets. And I used the black and white to go with this zebra. And these are letters, old letters from 1975 from friends back in the day that I've saved. And the reason I started junk journaling was to put all these old letters and pictures and cards in. And then I got away from it, so I had to go down to the magical basement and dig some more out so I could stick them in the journals. And this is just a fun page here. It said Hubbard squash in a local Ozark jail. And again, the black and white going along with the black and white over here. And the green pumpkin on the paper going with the green pumpkin up there. And I've got that black and white trim there and over here. So I've got pumpkins and I got the black and white going. And because this says Ozark, I have this card from 1963. And I sent this to my mother when I was 12 years old. And I got to go visit my uncle in Missouri. I flew by myself on an airplane to St. Louis. And my uncle came and picked me up. And it's like 100 miles, more than 100 miles from the airport down to his house. And then this is my son at the airport when he was about 20 months old, and my grandmother had passed away, and we were going back to the Ozarks to go to her funeral. And this is my aunt and my cousin David and my cousin John back in the day. And these pictures were taken 1982. When my grandmother was passed. And I could see whatever pen I wrote this with, it's kind of gone through the pictures a little bit. So he was so young at this point, he couldn't even say airplane. He used to call them hurricanes. Hurricanes. And this is just a nature walk from 2022. It's all mixed up. Nothing is chronological, believe me. So I'm just showing the summer sweet bushes that have turned yellow and the blueberry bushes that have, oops, sorry, it's so dark in here right now, red. So you can see the difference there between the yellow and the red. And then just a picture of the woodsy floor with the ferns and the leaves. Mother Nature's art. Oh, here's another art doll. I guess I was having fun making these. Oh, you know what? Somebody sent me these. Brittany Linger, Swap and Glue, October 21. So this is what I did with Brittany's Swap and Glue. I used the flowers and the animals, and she sent me this. And I made an art doll out of everything that she sent. Here's a really pretty journaling page I made from craft paper. And I cut this out and then put, you know, one of those foam things behind it to make the paper a little three-dimensional. I did the same thing with the bird there. And then I cut this as a pocket. So this is one layer, this is the second layer, and then these two are the third layer. And this is from a nature book. This is a hairy woodpecker. November 2021, first bird at the suet feeder was the hairy woodpecker this year. Got some pretty yarn on there. So there's a bird on the page, and I just did some nature journaling there. However this went in. Like that. I have some pretty sunflower ribbon here that I made a pocket out of. And this is a smaller page like that. And this is a very old picture, my sister's sunflower in the backyard. And here she is, she broke her arm. And she's holding the stem of the sunflower. And they're so long and thin because they were under the trees. They weren't getting enough sunshine. So there was the summer after 6th grade, she fell off her bike and broke her arm. And she was so proud of her sunflowers growing in the backyard. But like I said, they didn't quite get enough sun because of the shade from the trees. And this is 2022. Mr. Possum and I were driving down the road, and we stopped because there was the TARDIS sitting on the side of the road, and there I am in the TARDIS. And I did a Doctor Who page, and this page does glow in the dark. You have to sort of charge the paint up a little bit with some light, and then go into the closet, and it does glow in the dark. I put Doctor Who up there. If you're not familiar, it's a science fiction series from the UK that was on TV like forever, 50 years, whatever. Still on today, let me tell you. It's been on TV forever and ever and ever, years and years and years. Yeah, so we were driving down the road, and I said to Miss Possum, there's a TARDIS sitting on the side of the road, and there it was. And so he's building me a TARDIS, but I thought he was going to build me a full-size TARDIS, and he's building me a TARDIS that will fit my flat Stanley. It's like a foot tall, but that's okay.